So now we've looked at our page visibility state. What we want to do is essentially move away from this set timeout implementation and start to look at a better way of knowing when a user has in fact navigated away. So for this, we can set up a document add event listener. Now this is going to be called the visibility change. You can see that this is auto completion. And here we're going to create a callback saying handle visibility change. So above that means that we can then break out into a constant, our new function. Now this will give us an event object as well. So let's first go and take a look. We can say console.log event.target. Now this event.target is in fact the document. So it's up to you whether you want to reference the document itself or you want to look at the event target. We'll discuss both of those approaches in a moment. So let's have a look at the visibility state property of the event target. Now this is going to be the document. So we move away, we come back, and you can see that this event listener, this visibility change is changed from visible to hidden because it's visible by default. We then navigate away, it becomes hidden, and then we come back and it becomes visible again. Now there is one more state, which is pre-render, which we don't really need to think about too much. But essentially we have our event target visibility state, and we also have the document visibility state. So both of these are exactly the same. They are the exact same reference. So it's up to you which you want to use. Of course, if we use this approach with the document visibility state, we are in fact relying on a global document variable, which makes our function impure. I like to stick to a more functional programming style and keep our functions as pure as possible. So I'm going to use the event target that comes through. Now we could be a bit more fancy with this. We could say const and then destructure that visibility state from our event.target. We can then go back and console log that visibility state, save it out, we can navigate away, come back, and we have the exact same property. So with this in mind, instead of just logging it, we could say that we want to switch on the visibility state and then create some cases. So here we can see that we have hidden and we also have visible. So let's first create a hidden case, and then inside we can do something and then break. Below we can also create another case for when the page again becomes visible. And of course we can break this as well. Now as I mentioned, there is and was another value here called pre-render. This has since been removed, so we don't really need to worry about this because it's been essentially erased from the specification. However, I'm just giving you this as a bit of information. So we can either deal with hidden, we can either deal with visible. This makes it nice and simple. We could use some if statements if you wanted to. I quite like using a switch statement every now and then, so we'll just leave it as is. So what we can say inside of our hidden, we can say document is hidden. And in the case of our visible state, we can then say our document is visible. So let's save this out. We can go to our browser, we can tab and come back. Document is hidden, document is visible. So this is all about the visibility change event. In the next video, we're now going to learn how when we start playing our video, when we tab away, we're going to hook into these events and then start and stop it when we go back and forth.